What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Power Grace Purpose. I am your partner in purpose, Elena J. So let's get this started. All right. So you guys, I am so happy to be back. I took a week off from recording. I really needed a mental break. Like, I just couldn't get into my creative mode last week. My mind was just clouded with a lot of different things that I've been dealing with, both in career and on a personal level. So I just needed a break to just decompress and realign. So welcome back. I'm happy to be with you guys. Today's video is just going to be catching up. I'm sharing a moment and an experience that I had in the last couple weeks that I think will be impactful for you. And I hope that you're able to apply it to your journey. And if you guys can't tell, I'm too excited that we're finally in fall, right? Like, I love my hats. I love wearing sweaters, doing all the things. Here in Phoenix, we're still in triple digits, 100 plus degrees. So, I mean, it's actually 102 today, but that's okay. We're slowly making our way down and we'll be fine. We'll get there, right? Okay, so during my break, I was able to spend some time with some of my closest friends. We have been doing monthly Zoom calls to just keep in touch and, get caught up on everything that's happening in all of our lives. I'm not sure why it took us months. Like, it took us forever to actually do a virtual call. We have a group chat that we use and, we keep tabs in there, but, with group chat, you can only get so deep into details, especially when everybody in the group isn't like a text person. Like, I'm not a text person. So anyway, we've been keeping tabs in the group chat, and then one of my friends was just like, hey, we need to have a Zoom call. And everybody's like, yeah, like, what were we waiting on? So we've had a couple calls and it's just been a blast. We literally talk and laugh for 3 hours. And it's 5 of us in there, and we laugh, we cry, we catch up, and it's just been wonderful. Because I don't know about you guys, but I have been away from home since I was 18, right? So, as soon as I graduated high school, like, I was ready to go. My college was about an hour and a half away from where I lived, and I left as soon as I possibly could. So you guys know how most universities have summer classes and summer sessions. I took advantage of the second summer session at my school called Summer B, and I was out of there. Now, I was only taking one class, but I was like, I'm ready to go. So I've been on my own since then, right? And then I've been in Arizona for about 7 years. And so all of my closest friends are still on the East Coast, and all in Florida still, in various places. And so it's just been hard for us to, keep up with one another and, really be able to nurture our relationships like we normally would if we were closer to one another. Like, long distance relationships, friendships, like long distance, anything really takes intentionality. So we were on our call and we were catching up, and it was just so refreshing to just be able to share some vulnerabilities with them and, some challenges, and just have that support. And when I got off of the call, I was refreshed, I was relieved, and, I just really felt full. And either that same night or the following day, I want to say it was right after I got off the call, I just had a thought, like, one of the things that we talked about on our call was business and just life goals. And I had the thought that at any point, if one of them, had, an idea or a vision for something where they needed like all hands on deck, I would drop what I'm doing and support them like without hesitation, because I believe that much in all of my friends, right? I want the best for them, and if I can help them get to that ultimate goal or vision, like, I'm all for it. So with that, I had a thought regarding myself. Like, why am I so quick to drop everything and support the vision of other people, but I'm not giving that same energy to myself, right? Like, why don't I believe in myself the way that I believe in other people and their dreams? And that really just hit like a sore spot for me. It's not something that I realized was a thing. I've always said, well, I won't say I've always said, but in recent years, like, that's pretty much been my attitude. Like, I'd rather help somebody else build their dream than to have to put myself out there and do the work to build my own. And so I just wanted to talk about that with you guys for a second and really just dissect it and take a moment to understand what that means, and hopefully allow you an opportunity to examine that area of your life as well, and see if we can come to some solutions and maybe even some places of healing in regards to the belief that we have in ourselves, self-worth, essentially, right? Like, I'm having to really tap into the things that I've shared with you guys. And in that moment, I wasn't expecting anything. I wasn't like in a place to where I'm like in self-analysis mode and, just trying to figure out myself. It just really was just presented to me in a random moment. So since that call, I've really taken a step back just to analyze my purpose. I'm always doing this, you guys. Like, I have a very high level of self-awareness. I'm doing my best not to let it bleed into a state of perfectionism, but I like to make sure that I'm still headed in the right direction, because there's so many things that can pull at our attention and our energy, and it's easy to get off track. So anyway, in that moment, I say, okay, let me take a moment to figure out where that's coming from. And I've just had a huge focus on purpose, right? The creation of this platform. What am I looking to do? And I was able to, I found encouragement. I found relief in a lot of the things that I have envisioned for Power, Grace, Purpose, right? I shared with you guys in, I think it was the first video, or maybe the second, when I was sharing my story and my journey to entrepreneurship, how I came up, or how my advisor helped me come up with a purpose statement. Maybe it wasn't in that video. In one of these videos, I shared that with you guys. And it was funny. I ended up having to go to my storage to get some things. And while I was there, I just felt my spirit saying, to grab my old journal. I saw it and I said, I was just compelled to grab it and just reread a lot of the things that I wrote in there. And so it goes back to, I want to say 2017 up through last year. And in early 2018, which was 2 years ago, I was really just seeking God about my purpose and what it is that I'm supposed to be doing. And He laid it out for me 2 years ago. And I want to share it with you guys. Let me grab my journal. Okay. And this just encouraged me. It just reminded me of where I am in my journey and the things that I'm supposed to be doing. And it helped me to find peace in this. Like, yes, I want the best for my friends. But, I'm just as equipped and I am purposed and I'm just as capable of doing the things that I desire to do. So this is what my journal says. Let's see. So it was talking about how I had to do an exercise in one of my classes. This is when I was still in my MBA program. I was a few months out from graduating. And it says, through an exercise to find our purpose performed in one of my classes, I have concluded the following. My purpose is to teach current and aspiring leaders how to operate in excellence through the sharing of knowledge and ideas, the promotion of authentic identity, and truth of self. And that just got me so excited because it's not that I didn't know my purpose, but I sometimes, like I said, lose sight of it. Like there's just so much going on. And sometimes I do overexpose myself to things that other people are doing because I'm in constant learning mode. But in doing that, sometimes you forget, right? Like you were given the vision, you wrote it down, and you never went back to it. And I just found so much power in that moment because just considering all the things that I've done up to this point and where I currently am with creating this platform, and the things in my business, and just wanting to impact your lives the best I can, in the areas of business, self-discovery, and connection, I just felt so aligned with what God shared with me 2 years ago. And so I just want to encourage you guys to not forget. A lot of the time, especially in today's society, we just expect microwave results. We get impatient, right? Because we have our own agenda. We want things to happen when we want them to happen. But everything has a season, and we have to find comfort and rest in that, and knowing that whatever that is for us, right? And it'll be rolled out at a time where we can excel at it. We won't be given something that we can't handle. At least that's my prayer. And that's what I believe. And I just hope that you guys can also find rest in that, in your journeys. Like maybe things aren't looking like you want them to look. You might find yourself being discouraged. You might find yourself crying. You might find yourself upset or comparing yourself to other people. And it's just unnecessary. Don't put more pressure on yourself than you need to. Like, yes, you want to make sure that you are sticking to your plan, that you're operating in excellence, and, just doing the best that you can with what you have, but don't kill yourself, right? Keep your mind in check, keep your emotions in check, and know your value, you guys. Know your value, know that you're worth it, and you deserve everything that is coming your way. So I hope that encourages you guys. Like, I just had a moment of joy when I read this. To know that, yeah, even though it's been feeling like I've been zigzagging and just feeling overwhelmed, I'm headed in the right direction. So if you journal or however you record things, go back this week. And if you would, share with me in the comments after you go back what you learned, or what was confirmed for you, or what you were reminded of. I would love to hear your stories. So that's it, you guys, for today. I am happy to be back. Like I said, holler at me in the comments. Like this video if it resonated with you. Share it with somebody that you think might be encouraged by it. And don't forget to also hit the notification bell so you know when I post the next video. I'm here every Monday for sure. Soon, and very soon, I hope, I'll be upping the ante and maybe adding an additional video every week, but we're working on that. Last thing is, I'm starting a t-shirt campaign for the t-shirt that I was wearing on the last video. It's called the Power Tee. So again, it says that you have power within, grace abounding, and purpose resounding, and I truly believe that for each and every one of you. And we're also going to be rolling out a classic t-shirt that has the PGP logo on it. And what I am wanting to do is, when we launch these shirts, you guys, we're going to sell them obviously ongoing, but at the start of October, which is in just a few days, right? For this last quarter of the year, we are going to sell those shirts as much as we possibly can. And at the end of the year, I'm looking to take a portion of the profits and give it to one of you. I know that we all are constantly searching for resources, and sometimes we just need that seed to be planted financially for us to get things going. So I'm looking to bless at least one of you at the end of the year from a portion of the proceeds from these t-shirts. So if you are here and you are part of this community, make sure that you are subscribed to our newsletter and to that wait list, so you can be notified as soon as these shirts launch. I encourage you, when we do launch them, make sure you share with other people that will benefit from this community, other women who are looking to grow and connect, and just discover more about themselves as a leader. Also, I have a new Instagram page, my personal page, called Alayna on Purpose. So ALAYNAONPURPOSE, Alayna on Purpose. And you can connect with me there as well. So don't forget, subscribe, share, show some love, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.